again, and welcome to my home here in Vernon, British Columbia. My name is Marv Machura. Glad to be with you, and I'm talking about my new book called The Five-Card Pentagram Tarot. As I mentioned in my first video, this book is a self-help book primarily, a book that can help you with your travels and your journey through life, overcoming conflicts and all the kinds of things that afflict the human being in this world that we live in. It is a book also that talks about the tarot in general terms, and you can learn a lot about the tarot as you read the book, the different suits, what to do when you engage in a reading with a deck of cards. And what really motivated me to write this book was I thought that people enjoy the fact of having a tarot deck nearby and then doing a reading for themselves. But when they go to a guidebook, and they look at the meanings for the cards that they're drawn, it seems to me that a lot of times the meanings are either too long and drawn out and obscure and perhaps not useful to the seeker for that reason, or the opposite is true, where there's not enough information given to the seeker to provide a sort of a meaningful path forward for the person who's engaging with the tarot cards. So I wanted to add something to the amazing lore that is the tarot card deck with this new book. I aimed for a clear and concise interpretation of each card that you could engage, and when you draw from the deck and you take out the card, you could read here, look it up, let's say the Princess of Wands, and find an essay that would uplift your spirit, tell you good advice as you travel forward in your life. As you can see, I've done that for every card that's in the deck, the lovely deck of tarot cards. That I do have pictures in here for the trump part of the deck. I didn't include pictures of the other cards through copyright issues, but I'm very grateful for this beautiful deck of cards that I used primarily for this book. But it doesn't have to be this deck of cards that you use. Any tarot deck can be used, as I explain in my book. So I want to talk more about the book as in another series of videos that are coming up. But basically here in the second video that I want to talk about my book is that was my goal, and I hope I succeeded with that goal in providing a self-help book. When you want to engage with the tarot, this is your guide for the 5-card pentagram spread. The 5-card pentagram spread I'll talk about more in another video, but basically the 5-card pentagram spread is one way to read the tarots, where you draw one card from each part of the tarot deck, and it speaks to the present and the near future in a very comprehensive, meaningful way, which I also think is very useful to people who want to engage in metaphysical learning, if you will, and metaphysical predictions, the mystery and the wonderment of being human and being alive, and carrying on in a joyful and a beautiful way in this planet. So I'll close on that note and wish you all well, and please stay tuned. I've got more information coming up about my new book as time goes on. Thank you.